Hey guys, so I know I did not make a video last week. Note that I am super lazy. I am extremely lazy, even though I was really pumped for that episode, but sadly I don't even know. I got home and I had to do stuff, and yeah. And if I don't make one Wednesday, then it's like I push it off really far. And I shouldn't be mumbling and rambling for a good minute because I am too lazy to look at my notes on the episode. And I did not write down what I thought for this week's. Whoops! So I don't know if I should still call this a review. More like I'm just gonna spill out whatever I really want to say about it instead of just being like, okay, character by character, I wrote this down, I know what I'm talking about. Sorry, but I'm so lazy. So I guess in this one I will be talking about Paper Moon and Soul Survivor. Took me a while to remember the name for a second there. Anyway, so I guess first off, Soul Survivor. I guess I'm gonna complain first. One, it was too short. It was way, way, way too short. And at the same time I was watching it, me and my friend were texting back and forth, like a little bit. And when Dean was finally cured, she texted me and she was like, "What? Already? That's it?" And I have to admit that I was like, I mean, I knew it was gonna happen, but I was kind of surprised too. I was just like, really? That soon? What? So that was, they should have made it a two-parter. And my friend said that, that arc should have lasted longer. Of course, the Demon Dean thing should have lasted longer. Okay. That's just how it should be. And we got, like, one story, one little thing from Sam, because obviously in Paper Moon, he says that, it wasn't just the whole thing with that one dude. I don't remember his name specifically. I think it was Lester, something like that. But yeah, that guy. So I honestly, but during Soul Survivor, I didn't think that what Sam did was that big of a deal. I don't know. I just didn't. I was just like, well, that was pretty bad, Sam, but, and then, finally realized that he actually did a lot more than what he said he did, which kind of made up for it, but, it took a week just to, figure that out. So I think just for that episode, I was kind of like, it wasn't that bad. I mean, that was pretty bad, but, it wasn't too crazy. For Dean, I think like that deep demonic voice that he had was a little creepy, and it was kind of, I know, it was a little weird. I don't know if they could have done that better, or I don't know. I think I was fine with it, but kind of weird. But it definitely added to like his whole thing, which was pretty good, because I love Demon Dean. And I think what that episode was trying to do was, it was making Dean look like such an asshole that by the end of it you were happy that he was cured. And I mean the shit he said was absolutely, it was bad. It was really bad. It was so bad when he was like, yeah, my mom would still be alive, and I was like, Dean, shut up. And I was so mad. But no, it all worked out. And, what else? Okay, with Cass. First off, before he got to the bunker, the thing with Hannah, okay, I love the fact that he actually was like, hey, Hannah, I can totally tell you have feelings for me, but, kind of have to ignore that, not be involved with the feely things because I have more important things to do, like save Dean. So that was fantastic. I absolutely love the fact that Cass was like, listen, Hannah, I know, what you're feeling, and that's like a distraction or whatever. And I was just like, you go, Cass, you go, honey bun. And the thing about Hannah is she is getting better this season. She hasn't reached, the point of awesome. She's slowly making it there. But the one thing that absolutely bugged me was the fact that when she got pushed into that shelf, she didn't do anything. She just was, like, there. And she acted like she was, like, hurt and stuff. And I'm just like, really? You got pushed into a shelf. You're an angel. You could have got up. But I know that whole thing was basically making it so that Crowley could come in and, get the grace and give it to Cass. I thought that was crazy. I was like, I didn't expect that. I knew that Crowley was going to heal Cass, but I didn't know how. So, that was kind of surprising to me. Just a little bit, though. It wasn't too crazy, but I was just like, Cass is going to be hella pissed, and then we saw that he was really hella pissed, and he was like, why'd you do that, Crowley? You suck. Anyway, what else? Oh, yeah, there's a lot of things about this episode. Mark Sheppard's son was in it, and he was so cute, and I was like, oh my god, what a cutie. So, his son is so cute. Oh, goodness, he is adorable. What else? Yes, okay, so at the bunker, literally, that scene, Cass just comes up behind Dean and gets him, and I had a lot of emotions, and it took me about 5 minutes, a good 5 minutes, to get over that. Whew! Yeah, and that little conversation at the end where Dean's like, I'm glad you're here, man, and I was just like, they're so cute. I love them so much. What you call it? Oh yeah, and I thought that it'd be Sam giving his blood to Dean and not just blood from a hospital. But whatever. I don't care. And the other thing about Crowley is the fact that he was just like butthurt. And he was just like, you are gonna be executed because I don't know. I'm just upset. Go die. I was just like, it's hilarious. Anyway, so overall, I gave that episode an 8. Just because there's a lot of things in it that it was just, I just love plot episodes. I adore plot episodes. And for this season in particular, I'm just so thrilled about them. Even though the first episode wasn't that good, the second episode was actually pretty alright, and the third one, it wasn't like what I thought it would be. Like, I knew some things that were going to happen, but I didn't anticipate, like, all of it. But, overall, there were some moments that shocked me, and those moments, like, make it up, honestly. What else? But no, yeah. Basically it. So, next is Paper Moon. And I'm glad I put these two in one, because there's not a lot I can say about Paper Moon. I think a lot of it was dialogue. It wasn't even really about the whole Kate thing. They just needed a case, even though I love Kate. And I missed her, and I was like, where is she? And then finally she shows up. But her sister, I hate her sister. Oh my god, she was a bitch. She was, and I just want to stop her. And I was like, girl, you suck. Ugh. And I think it was after she turned that she was all, like, power hungry or whatever. So, she probably wasn't like that before. But she obviously turned bad. And it was sad that Kate had to kill her. Just upsetting. But the beginning was so cute. Because it's just them. And having some beers and sitting on the thing. And the sign said no hunting. And a bunch of people pointed that out. And I never noticed. And I didn't And I didn't notice it said that. Because a lot of people, like, I'm a visual learner, and it's like, I should notice things, but I don't. Like, that totally, I didn't even notice that it said no hunting. That was odd. But I pay attention to dialogue, for the most part. So, there was a lot of back and forth. Like, they did that thing again, where they just brought up the stuff they did, and then they totally, like, complained about it and did the whole, like, brother thing, and I'm like, we've seen that so many times already. Whatever. They're the Winchesters. They always have issues, and they always have to talk it out, and they never really thoroughly talk it out. I mean, Sam finally said, oh yeah, I did more things than just, with that Lester guy and whatever. But the fact that, they brought up the whole demon thing, they're like, oh, yeah, no, I didn't realize that. Like, what are you talking about, really? I didn't notice, and I was just like, guys, stop. Just stop, okay? But yeah, so I definitely, like, pay attention to that, for the most part. Paid, past tense, I think I said pay. Bleh. Grammar's just out the window. I have a lot of stuff to do. So I'm like, Anyway, I know I complain a lot about my life, and I need to stop. I didn't actually give a rating for this episode. I didn't. But, I'm not really into, like, C-plot stuff. Even though I don't actually know how to break up this season yet. Because season 9 was, like, A plot, B plot, C plot. A being angels, B being demons, and C being everything else. This time, I have no idea what it is. But I'll just call it C-plot again anyway. So I'm not that into C-plot, but I think that this one was significant, just because they actually, like, talked about what happened in previous episodes, and, there's a lot of emotions, because, Sam talked about how he carried Dean's body, like, all the way back, and, and that hurt. It hurt a lot. So I like how they talked about it, but I don't like how, because Sam, like, brought up the whole, like, demon thing, and finally Dean, casually repressing his emotions, was like, well, yeah, what about that Lester thing? And obviously, Sam was just like, dude, why are we talking about that? Yeah, I know. Okay. And it was just like, Dean, you can cry and be like, I am sorry for disappointing you. But no! It's like, whatever. But then Sam was like, I don't want to say sorry. Whatever. I'm just like, these two will destroy me one day. But it'll be Cass. Cass will be the number one individual who will break my heart. And then it's the Winchesters. But yeah, and then the sister that was like Paul Bunyan to Sam, and I was like, oh my god, I swear, there were so many nicknames just thrown at them in that episode that it was like almost too much, and I was like, really? Like, I get it that you could like label them a bunch of different things because you don't like them, but at the same time, I'm like, calm down. Come with the nicknames. So there's some things that I was kind of bugged about, some things that like hurt my feelings. But overall, it was not a bad episode. I think that it really, it talked about things, it got things out that should have been stated, got more detail. And yeah, so, I'm so sorry. This week, just, no. So, I'm sorry this video kind of sucks. I just apologized a lot. And I'm not going to apologize again. But, yeah. So, hopefully, next time, for the 200th episode, I will hopefully review it on that Wednesday. So, see you next time. I'm so excited. That promo looked great. And, yeah.